So in today's social climate, me personally, I love being by myself. I love doing things alone. I love going to coffee shops by myself. I love going to restaurants that I like by myself. Being in my car, listening to music that I like by myself. Like I love to be alone. And there's really three main reasons for this. So I have a social job where I'm around hundreds of people a day. And I do love to be around people. Like, I really do like people. But I don't like to, especially personally, be around a majority of people. And the reason why, well, three reasons why is because one, people are constantly speaking about other people. And this isn't necessarily an issue because we're humans, we're social creatures, we form relationships. People are always going to speak about other people. And I don't think that that's that bad. But a lot of the time, people speak negatively in ill will of other people that are not in the room. These are so-called friends, family members, and I just think it's super weird. And people do it all of the time. Like this has happened at every job I've been at, even like the managers, the owners, like everybody does this shit to an extent. That I've worked at, and it's a lot of places I've worked at. So again, it's just a common thing I see people always doing, and I've definitely done it in the past. But there's people that you're not gonna vibe with, you're not gonna like, and even those people that I personally don't vibe with, I don't like. I do my very best not to speak ill of them. I was actually just asked about a couple people yesterday at my job, and I even told the person I was speaking to. I even told because I was asked about this, and I told her that they are who they are, and as long as there's a form of respect, I really don't care, right? Because you're not gonna like everybody that you work with. That's just a fact. You're not gonna mesh with everybody that you work with. So that's the first thing I don't why I choose to be by myself, be alone a lot. The second reason is that people are always speaking about fucking sports. And I'm a huge basketball fan. I have not watched a single game this whole year. I got shit to do. I have responsibilities, um, fucking shit that I'm chasing, like aspirations, goals, dreams. Like I don't have time to be constantly watching games. I don't even want to be watching games. I just loosely keep up with the sport. I'm a huge Jokic fan, Ant fan, who are literally on opposing teams that are considered rivals, the Wolves and the Nuggets. And I'm just a basketball fan. Like I love great players. Like I started watching basketball back when it was the big three with Rondo, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and then Rondo when they're playing against Kobe. And I'm a huge Kobe fan. So I just love great players. I love basketball. Like it's not this thing, but people are so diehard about their teams, their parlays, sports betting, and it's just so much. So I don't really give a shit about all that stuff. I just love great players and watching their greatness. I love watching Steph play, Wemby, who else? John Morant when he was really playing consistently. I loved watching John Morant a few years back. So, but yeah, people are always constantly talking about sports, and I do love basketball. I like sports, but I don't give a shit to talk about it all the time. And I feel like that's something that is a commonality with people, which is fine, but it just gets super exhausting. I don't give a shit to talk about sports all the time. The last thing is politics. Holy shit. If you talk about politics nowadays in a respectful manner, doesn't matter what side you're on, or even if you don't have a side, there is so much discourse and chaos. And it's one of those things where you can't even speak about it nowadays without people literally threatening you. Like it's so crazy. And I just don't understand that shit either. I don't understand why people can't have respectful conversations, try to see each other's points. And yeah, this is like literally this is three reasons why I choose to be by myself, why I choose to be alone, and I feel so much better doing that shit. I feel so much better when I'm not hearing people constantly talk about other people, especially in a negative way. I feel so much better not hearing fucking every single sports team, who plays who, when this game is. I don't give a shit about any of that. And then politics, like I said, is just, I have my own opinions. I have a certain viewpoint. I can see both sides in a lot of different ways. But again, you can't even have conversations nowadays without people being crazy, and it just makes it. It gets to a point where you, as just a human being, and you as a person, like, you just don't even want to get involved in any of this shit. And it's like, if you choose not to, then you're the odd one out. But I just think it's weird to even be the person in all of that, talking about people negatively, being up weirdly obsessed with sports and teams that don't know you exist, and then being in this political discourse, this political craziness that is just nuts, and there's no like real solution to any of this. So I choose just to stay out of it as much as I can. I'll peek my head into certain conversations lightly, but I don't care to be involved in any of this shit. And that's why I choose to be alone. That's why I choose to keep my peace. And yeah, that's just what I choose, and it's great. So, but this is John with the Only. I'm sending blessings always. Peace.